Sanibonani, Kamala Sicelo Dlamini. Welcome to another episode of Ringa Diski with yours truly. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Welcome to those who are joining us for the first time. If you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe. Please share the videos when you see them on Facebook. Let's get into it, guys. Let's quickly get into what we're talking about today. Today I want to start with talking about the National League, the Women's National League that is kicked off. I think they're on game 2, or they played game 2 this past weekend. Just to give you guys updates. The update on the log is that the Sundowns ladies team is leading the log right now. They're on top of the log. They've won their 2 games. They have 10 goals. You know, they've not conceded a goal so far. So if I'm a betting man, I'm gonna bet that they might go on to win this league. Just based on what I've seen in the past, Sundowns ladies, and what I've just read and what I've seen, I think they're a very strong team, and they might go on to win this league. You know, and yeah, man. So if you're following the ladies, please keep on following the ladies. Please watch again. I don't think there's any games that will be televised this coming weekend. But there's a full fixture going on this coming weekend. Go to the internet, go to the SAFA website, and look for those games. And yeah, see who's playing. They might be playing in a stadium near you. So go ahead and support the ladies. While on the topic of the women's football, I want to give a huge shout out to Refilwe Jane. Refilwe Jane is signed for AC Milan. If you don't know Refilwe Jane is a Banyana player. She has over 100 caps for Banyana. She's played, I think, in 2 World Cups. She's gone on to sign for AC Milan. And it's a huge move for her, man. I think we've seen ladies move on to other countries. We've seen ladies going to Asia. We had a couple of ladies playing in the US. We've seen ladies going into Australia as well to go play there. But to go play in Europe, man, I think it's a huge achievement. So big up to her. I know a move like this not only opens doors for her, but as we've seen with men's football, it just keeps on opening doors for a lot of South African players. So this opportunity that is, for the two Refilwe, is going to open doors for a lot of our women players, and they can go on to play, man. We'll see Abu Khatlan. I'm sure Khatlan is one to go overseas. So big up to Refilwe, and good luck to you. Good luck to the AC Milan ladies. As we always do as South African soccer fans, man. This recent trend, I saw someone saying, Guti, on the AC Milan Twitter handle, saying, we don't want to see anyone else. If you're just going to show us players training your women's team, please show us Jane. We just want to see Refilwe Jane training. So, yeah, we are following you. We're watching you. You've had your first game already. Your team went on to win. And, yeah, man, as I said, good luck to you. Good luck to also the ladies who are playing in other countries, man. It's a huge achievement. I think we cannot not mention Uguti, these opportunities, man, are granted to women's ladies because of what they've achieved, what they've done, going on to play the final in the AFCON, going on to qualify for the World Cup. I think World Cup is a huge stage, and it just creates these opportunities and this platform for the ladies to shine, man. And yeah, man, that's why we want them to qualify for all the international competitions, so that they can go on and show the world that we have so much talent in this country. So yeah, man, as I said again, big up to you, Refilwe. We'll be watching you and we'll be supporting you all the way, man. So yeah, guys, moving right along, what have you been watching, man? What do you watch during the FIFA break or the FIFA week? What do you watch? We didn't get to watch Bafana. We all know 2 of their games were cancelled, and yeah, man, Zambia did not come through, Madagascar did not come through, and I've been thinking about how much that has an impact on rankings for the FIFA rankings. But we'll look at that in our next episode and look at how cancelling games and all of that affects our FIFA rankings, because everyone else probably played a friendly somewhere or But yeah, man, we did not get to see Bafana, which was sad. But yeah, it was a good, I think it was a good camp for the new coach to see his players. They got to play friendly with the Morocco Swallows. And then they just had to leave and go back to their respective clubs or have a holiday somewhere. I really don't know what they did. But yeah, man, what I did myself is that I watched the Euro Championship qualifiers. They're going on for the 2020 tournament. And yeah, man, I thought to myself, let me just give a bit of a brief history, man, about that tournament, the Euro Championship tournament. We're going to give this history this week. And then next week, we're going to look at the AFCON and how those qualifiers are going to go on and how they would, the next will start and how those groups are going to be formed. But in the meantime, yeah, let's talk about the Euro Championships, man. The next one is going to be the 16th one, the 16th edition. I'm going to tell you how interesting that one is. But if we look back, it's a tournament that started way, way long ago, 1960. I think France was the first host. And yeah, man, countries like Germany, when it was still called West Germany back in the day, they got to win the tournament. Countries like France also won it. Italy is up there with one of the winners. Greece is also up there. Portugal is, they recently won it. So in terms of the most holders, Spain and Germany, they have 3 gold medals in that tournament. Germany probably is the most medals if you also combine the fact that they've also played the final like 6 times, so they have 3 gold and 3 silver in that tournament. You have Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a top goal scorer currently playing, but he shares that record with Platini. If you know European football, you know Platini. He's been around European football for quite some time. He has like 9 goals as well, together with Ronaldo. But I think his is impressive, man, because Platini scored those 9 goals, I think, in one tournament in 1984. Griezmann is also one of the top scorers. He has 6 goals also in one tournament. So that's kudos to both of them. As I said, Germany has 3 gold, 3 silver. Spain is the only team that has gone on to defend, and I think in that period of time they held 2 gold medals of the European Championship, and they also had the World Cup trophy in between those two medals as well, or those 2 trophies as well. So that's a brief history of that tournament, guys. If you're following it right now, you probably see that there's 55 teams competing to go into the next tournament. There's 55 teams competing in the qualifiers. Of that 55 teams, only 20 are going to be automatically jump directly into the tournament, and then it's going to be 4 other teams that are going to go through another playoff. It's quite a bit. It's a bit complicated, but it's exciting, man. So in Europe, the Nations Cup, I think it started in 2017 or last year. It went on to last year. And the Nations Cup, they had the groups, and then from the groups they had the knockouts, and then from the knockouts, and then they all went on. It was a huge tournament as well. So what they've done is that they're going to take 4 teams from that. Those 4 teams are then going to qualify for Euro 2020. But those teams are not just going to be picked. They also have to play like another mini tournament of their own, where there's going to be a semi-final and a final, then another semi-final, and the top 4 teams then go on to be put into the Euro. And those 4 teams are coming from the groups that are currently playing, man. So you don't do great in these groups. You hopefully wish that you did great in the Nations team and the Nations Cup, and then you're then going to go into a pot. Yeah, man, it's quite a complicated, but it's exciting. I think it's a fun sort of concept. Also enjoy how they're doing their host cities. So there's not going to be any team that qualifies just based on the fact that they're going to be hosting. It's going to be like 12 cities hosting all across Europe. Like Rome is going to be hosting, London is up there, Amsterdam is up there, Berlin is up there. So yeah, man, it's going to be quite a few sort of cities hosting. So there's not going to be one host city. But if you watch European football, you probably see that it's much easier, or much, just to put it, easier for teams to maneuver around Europe and move around Europe. So probably the concept of not having a host city was great, because it just allows the other teams to move around, and no one is going to qualify because they're hosting. Portugal are also in the running to qualify as well. They don't just automatically qualify because they're defending or they'll be hosting. No, everyone has to qualify and go into that tournament. So that's just like a rundown of the tournament, man. So I hope you continue watching. The qualifiers are continuing, they're playing. So every FIFA break, they'll have those qualifiers happening. You need to be wary of the fact that once the FIFA week starts, the qualifiers will start. So probably you'll see like a game playing on Thursday. The same team might play on Saturday or on Sunday, because I think they just want to get all those qualifiers in there and quickly. As I said, we'll look at the AFCON qualifiers. They haven't started because, it was just AFCON just this year, so they haven't started with the qualifiers. So that is just a quick rundown of the European Championship. I hope the Euro Championship, I hope you guys watch it and you enjoy it. It just gets a bit much, man. There's like 55 teams. That's a lot of games. And some of the countries we don't really know or don't really follow. And some of the countries, man, are way, way below in FIFA rankings. You'll see when you're watching a game, they'll be playing in a small stadium. You probably find that country does not have a huge stadium, probably smaller than Orlando Stadium or, Athlone Stadium. You probably find when I was watching or I was looking at some of the logs, there's one team, I can't remember the name right now, but they've already conceded like 20 plus goals. And there's teams like your Belgium, and they just have won all their like 5-6 games. They haven't lost games, and man. So it's quite an interesting qualifier, man. I think if you go through that qualifier and you win your games, it just prepares you for the tournament, and it gets those countries ready. You can try new players in the lower teams, and you can put on your stronger teams when you're playing your Spain or Germany or Netherlands. Your England, because England is strong in Europe, So, man. So that's quite some interesting information about that tournament, and I enjoy watching some of the qualifiers. So I'll keep on watching them in the next FIFA week. But, man, as I said, we'll look at the AFCON coming on next week. We'll look at some of the games that are playing. The PSL is coming back. EPL is coming back this coming weekend, and the Women's League is also playing this coming weekend. So we'll look at some of those games, man. So, man, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening as I ran through some of this information, man, as quickly as I possibly can. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Keep subscribing, keep watching, keep sharing, keep telling everyone about Ringa Diski with Sicelo Dlamini. I thank you. Cheers, guys.